From Washington, D.C., this is Middle East Focus.
Welcome to Middle East Focus. I'm Lynn Snej, MEI's Arts and Culture Center Director, sitting in this week for Alistair Taylor. We have a special episode today featuring an interview with Lukman Ahmad, a DC-based Syrian-Kurdish musician and artist. Last week, Lukman performed Kurdish instrumental music on the Saz during an open house at the MEI Art Gallery, and we are pleased to be able to share a recording of a couple of the songs that he performed in this episode. His music was a beautiful complement to the gallery's current exhibition, Speaking Across Mountains, Kurdish Artists in Dialogue, which features 10 contemporary Kurdish artists from Iraq, Syria, and Turkey, reflecting on themes that have long shaped the Kurdish experience, such as exile, displacement, and memory, in a variety of media, including painting, video, photography, and installation. The exhibition has been extended through February 25th, so we hope our listeners in DC will come to see it. The MEI Art Gallery is free to the public and is open from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. on weekdays. The first song you'll hear is a Kurdish song entitled Gulnishan. It is a folklore song, music arrangement by Kamkar Group from Iran. was a Kurdish folklore song, music arrangement by Kamkar Group from Iran, performed by Lukman Ahmad last week at the MEI Art Gallery. We will jump a bit ahead now to a short Q&A with Lukman and then close out with another song. Thank you, Lukman. Thank you so much, Lukman. This is a wonderful, wonderful way to enchant our exhibition here during its last month. Thank you so much. I know a few of the pieces that you have played for us, but I'm sure our audiences here would love to hear a bit more about the repertoire that you played, the first piece, the second piece, where do they come from and why you chose them?
Thank you so much first. As I said, I try to do some mixed music from my region, from Kurdistan, and then also some Arabic music, traditional Arabic music, and some Turkish. So we try to show I try actually to show what different between the rhythm, how you play, the technique also is different. But all of them, they are music, so we enjoy to listen to this music. And I can move between all this music. Like one pieces, I play Kurdish song, then I move to Arabic song because the rhythm was very close, so I keep...
So you weave them in?
Yes.
Beautiful, beautiful. Tell us a little bit about the instrument. This is the saz. And you were telling me this is the father of the oud.
Yes, that's what I learned. The Kurdish people, we love this instrument actually, and this is part of our life. Like any family, they should have kind of this instrument. This is long hand, we call tambour or saz. There is short hand, this one called baghlama, and we have smaller called... also tambour, but different, tar, different names of this instrument. But what I learned, this instrument came from religion, the old religion of Kurdish people, and still some of them still using this one. Like we have Alawi in Turkey, they still using, before they pray, they have to play this instrument. They have to play. And some...
beautiful.
Yeah. And we have also Yazidi people. Still, they use this instrument. And we have Yarsan. Also, they play instrument. It's a very valuable instrument to those people. But after Islam, Islam came to Kurdistan, that area. We keep this instrument just for fun. But still, Yazidi, Yarsan, and Kakai, I think, Alawi, still using this instrument, kind of part of their religion.
And you were telling me that you learned this by yourself. You are self-taught.
Yes, self-taught, yeah.
Tell us a little bit, because this is pretty amazing. So tell us a little bit how you learned to play this, and when did you learn to play this?
I think all these things about love, when you love something, you try to understand, that things. I learned painting first, and then, as I told, this instrument very common, very all Kurdish people in my area use it, and we play for wedding, for sometime for fun. So the sound is different from oud. Also, I know oud a little bit. But this instrument, you can express more yourself through this instrument. It's very simple, actually. But you can say something through this instrument. And I try to express, because I think this came under pressure of politics. Because in Syria, as you know, as a Kurd, we couldn't use our traditional culture. Yes, express. So for that, we use most music, expression, and art. Through that things, we try to a little bit, show what we have, what we are, and what we try to get, from this life. So I learned this instrument. I watched some friends. I learned from them a little bit, and I don't know how it's work actually. Be honest with you, I don't know the note like do re mi, but I feel it. I love this instrument. So I think music it's about like art in general. We can say it's about love. If you love it, you can go more because it's kind of game. How much you give that instrument, it will give you back.
Back to you.
Yes.
Thank you for giving us so much tonight. Music unifies people, and it's this language that all of us understand. And I want to unify us even further and open the floor to questions.
I think it was the second to last piece that sounded a lot like flamenco to me. Am I mistaken?
It's very, yeah. I have a friend, he's Kurdish. He lives in Barcelona for a long time, and he musician. His name Gani Mirzo. And he tried to compose some piece of music, mixed flamenco and Kurdish music. And he said, there is some relation, like, there is the same family, because the rhythm, it's same. But I have no idea, actually. He used some pieces, and when I visit him, I met some good musician there, and they told me that story. They said there is something, very close flamenco's music and with Kurdish music, because the rhythm, you play something very close. But I have no idea, actually. When I play, I feel it, I do that with no purpose, with no plan, actually.
All right. One other question here.
Hi, thank you so much for this wonderful event. I'd like to ask, what inspires you to play the tambour? What political message do you want to express?
Big question. Actually, I have no political message. I have humanity message, As a Kurdish person, came from Syria, I try, to share Kurdish culture, Kurdish expression, Kurdish dreams with other people, because I think politics covered Kurdish issues or Kurdish culture. I can say more clear. We don't know anything about Kurdish people. We just know Kurds through media as a fighter. We know them through Saddam Hussein. We know them through a Syrian regime or Turkish regime. But Kurdish people, they have more than this. They have a very rich culture. This instrument, for example, is very simple, but you can play. And we have a lot different kind of music on this instrument. Also, we have dresses, we have food, we have a lot of things. So I think the message to let people go more and read more and, knock the door of the Kurds and learn more about the Kurd, not just through the news or, the politics. I think they're going to get more. And also for Kurdish language, I forgot to say that, Kurdish language also, it's very rich. But we don't know anything about them. This is my message, to open the door to each other, and we can understand each other more. This life is very, very, very small, and we can understand each other. The Kurd, I think they didn't get that opportunity to express themselves as well. Always they've been in the fight and war, they couldn't get the chance to share this instrument. If you see, for example, if this instrument goes to some orchestra or, a big band of American music, guess how many changes is going to happen, to that music. Because the tone, everything's going to give more taste to that music. I think we need that. And also with this art, for example, with this art, those Kurdish amazing artists, I know some of them, they share this art, amazing art, with the American people, with you. We can see those people, they are not fighter, as we know them. They do art, they have a dream. Yeah, I know they looking as me. I like to speak my language and to use my culture as well. But in the end, we have, our life is very short. we have to spend this life, to give something good for humanity. And this art, I think, is good piece for
Absolutely,
that.
And that is the purpose of the gallery and our programming, bringing you the voices of people and issues in the Middle East and offering another window for you to engage and experience a region that is often misunderstood, misrepresented, and what we have here is a snapshot of the, contemporary Kurdish artists. Yes, they're talking about the Kurdish situation, themes of homelessness and exile, but this is a different medium and a different way to engage. We're going to take one last question from the floor.
You kind of covered this, but as we know, the Kurdish people, the Kurdish culture, language, they're all, every day there's less of it. Every day it's being cleansed out more and more. What would be your message as an artist to the future Kurdish artists to preserve the Kurdish culture?
I think very simple. I said, they should be proud. They are be a Kurd, because this imagination is amazing. It's very raw. You can use a lot of things. Me as Kurdish artist, always, I be proud to be a Kurd. If for next live also, I will like to be a Kurd, because it's not politics, but a lot of imagination. I think all art, all this piece of music I played, I think all of them they came like that, from nature. They didn't. Those people they didn't use as a school or note or like Western culture or different musician. So I think we can use a lot of this to create something new, very unique for vocal. I can tell you, for example, if Arabic mawal, the song is Ya Lili, Ya Lili. But Kurdish different, if you bring that Kurdish, vocal to Arabic, it's going to make something very unique, and very tasty. With Turkish also same. But because the politics issue of the Kurd, we cover them, we hide. They didn't get chance, as I said, to share that with other culture. We have seen some of them. People said Maqam al-Kurd, but we don't know exactly Maqam al-Kurd from where.
Thank you so much, Lukman.
Thank you.
You have really, thank you so much. That was a Q&A with Kurdish artist Lukman Ahmad. We would like to close out this episode with another of the songs he performed on the Saz. This is Fawq al-Nakhl, an Iraqi Arabic song by Nazim al-Ghazali and Jamil Bashir. I'm Lynn Snej. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you next week.
This has been a presentation of the Middle East Institute. To support MEI's programs and podcasts, please donate at www.mei.edu. Thank you for your support.